Welcome to the Port City, Mobile, Alabama, home to the South Alabama Jaguars at Hancock Whitney Stadium. Been fired up about this match all week. The Boilermakers will kick it off to get us underway. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So South Alabama's offense will start this game off. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games, in big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously is a huge game. I cannot wait to see this guy compete.
Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. It's complete to the left. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defensive first down.
Okay, pretty lady.
On that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake.
Oh, I had a touchdown.
Hard as he released the ball.
That really sucks.
Pass and it never had a chance.
Yeah,
really
this
sucks.
offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from
Damn.
the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Sticks it in his belly. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
I tell you guys, this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He can catch the football, and he can also run it, especially on 3rd down. What a weapon.
The Jaguars are marching down the field. Handoff to the single running back.
Ugh.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Lopez to pass. Get it out on the screen.
Damn it.
Stop him almost immediately.
No way I
Short
should have been
gain
tackled
Still a
there.
little ground
I
to
should have
cover.
definitely been able to break that out.
Love the execution
That was my
there on
fault.
the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The 7th play of this opening drive. They'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game, is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Here's the handoff. And he's almost to that first down marker. They're saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Surging forward on the sneak.
And let's not complicate this. It's worked before. The QB sneak continues to get first downs and keep using it, keep moving the chains.
And after yet another third down conversion, they've got it first and goal. Touch pass on the right.
No!
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Lopez wants to fire.
Oh my God.
Couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
It hit him in the chest, and he just dropped it. Are you kidding me? That is horrendous, dude.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They want to power it in on the ground on third and goal. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguar!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it.
My 82 wide receiver just stud in the chest.
On this opening drive.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. That's the end of the quarter. South Alabama has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. First down to start the drive after the break. The back goes in motion. Off the play fake on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
And now to try to put things in motion on second and long from the 15. Give to the back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. And the Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way.
So close.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same
Oh, man.
These guys have repped these
Dude,
plays
who's
over
blocking
and over
who?
in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Quarterback empties his backfield. Lopez to pass. He's got his man. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Baker. Open space at the 25. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
No, that was no
He's
good.
knocked down in the backfield.
God.
He'll lose a couple.
By the quarterback. Loss of 2. Brings up second down.
Offense gets set for second down. Give to the running back.
Damn it.
Down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all.
No.
It goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Nope. God dang it. I suck at field goals. Suck.
And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Damn it. Punch that in. This is a different game. Damn it.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field.
Oh, my God.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Corner's going to give them room. They'll throw it on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Branch. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure.
Dude, they just stone every one of my blitzers. Come on, man.
Exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Boilermakers will line it up on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. they throw it again on second down. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Boilermakers will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's right on target. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll try to pound their way in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He'll do it himself. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown,
Lame.
Boilermakers!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game.
This is all my fault.
In the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
He's going to fire deep.
Oh.
And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Quarterback checking off. Lopez wants to fire.
No!
Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! The DB saw it.
Man,
He thought,
fuck
don't
this
drop it,
game.
Don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
These guys can play.
That wasn't a pick
Look
six.
at this.
That was
Actually,
trash.
Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content.
That was trash.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll need some urgency to get something on the board before halftime. 11 seconds to go. It'll be 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gonna let it fly. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Touchdown,
Thank God.
South Alabama. What a grab and go for the score.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
And the extra point splits the uprights. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He'll be brought down, and that's the final
Better give me
play
a
of the half.
stupid turnover
We
now.
played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is tough to beat the pageantry and quality of play so far today in Mobile.
And the Jaguars will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think
like they know exactly what to call, when to call it.
With respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Jaguars! The whole thought process is just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution on that punt return.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
A lot of times when that ball's coming out, you can tell the offensive linemen want to get those defensive linemen's hands down. They want to hit them, engage on them. Great job by the defensive end, getting his hands up in the air and getting the defense.
Yeah.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. So the offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
The come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go.
No. Come on, man.
Picking up the 1st down, they have it at the 36.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his position.
Dude, the tight windows that they're able to fit, just incredible.
You see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
Handoff from the gun. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Makes his connection. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's
Always.
Smith. Really nice job to convert that.
Crush me up the middle.
They've got it at the 33.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. We're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. Didn't happen that time. The defense was able to get a negative play.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag.
Unbelievable.
We'll see what that's about.
Come on, man. Let me see that replay. I didn't even know if my guy hit the quarterback. Dude, look at that. What are they talking about? How is this even a real call? This is a joke, dude. They just called me roughing the passer. He never touches him. That's a joke, dude.
You got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. From the red zone, looking for a man. Quick strike.
That is a horrendous call that they just blasted me with on a stop. I just stopped them.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. Trying to get to it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
It's just a tremendous effort on defense, understanding the situation, right? Offense has the ball in a goal-to-go situation. Someone's got to win and go get the quarterback, and the defense came up big.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
3rd and goal from way back there. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. He got it. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Quickly,
Oh, man, I had it.
Coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the Jets.
No!
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Lopez to pass. Throwing right. Makes a connection.
Is that going to be
They
holding
make the
on
stop,
me?
But there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the result of the play will stand. 3 yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
Shit.
And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to the ground game on the left.
No!
They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter. South Alabama has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Gotta get this 1st down.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Grabbed in the middle, it's Baker. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The Jaguars have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They've already peeled more than 3 minutes off the clock on this drive as they stand over the ball on 2nd down.
No, snap the ball!
It'll be a delay of game.
Fuck that game. Fuck that.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play.
Shut
clock.
up.
They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, South Alabama.
All wideouts, no backs. Lopez wants to fire. Gets it out quickly. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. The Jaguars are threatening in the red zone. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
I thought he fumbled.
At the 7 after picking up 3.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll put the tight end in motion. The give to the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. The give out of the gun.
Man.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose
No shot.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. No.
Oh my God, I missed it.
Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Oh, fuck.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. He's taking the deep
Oh
shot.
my God.
Puts it in on the left. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Boilermakers! They've got the lead.
I'm gonna lose this game.
to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play.
I'm going to lose this game.
He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the fourth quarter for the touchdown.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Line gets set, first down. Little touch pass to the receiver. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
At the 30-yard line. Brings up second down.
After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. Lopez to pass. Using the quick game. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Quarterback will audible. Off play action on first down. Here's a throw downfield late.
He dropped it! He dropped it, guys! He dropped it.
Huge game if he could have held on.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you've got one of the fastest players
He dropped
in the
it.
game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
The play action fake. He's
No.
taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's knocked away. An incomplete, the defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He wants a big play here late. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And it's now or never. It's do or die for this offense. Fourth down, late in the game, trailing. They absolutely have to connect and move the chains right here. This thing's over.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. A deep throw as the clock winds down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Might have had the outside guy. Might. I don't know.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
You know, there's no real reason to panic if you think about it. When does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics. I
Fuck
know
this
we tend
game.
to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things.